Animal myths have been around for years, and most of them are really fucking dumb. So let's put an end to them. Myth number 1. Bats are blind. I don't know what idiot came up with this, since bats have excellent eyesight, especially in low light conditions. They use echolocation to navigate the area in great detail and find their prey, but vision is still a big part of this process. So next time you encounter a bat, remember it can see you and knows if you've sinned. Myth number 2. Bulls hate the color red. No, they don't. Bulls actually just hate anything that moves. They're actually colorblind to red. So remember, you're not safe. Bulls hate you. Especially you. Myth number 3. Ostriches bury their heads in the sand when they're scared. Well, surprise, surprise, ostriches are way too smart for that. When they sense danger, they either run away or lie flat on the ground to camouflage themselves. Why the fuck would they bury their head? If anyone gives me a good reason, I will give you $10. That is not a joke. Myth number 4. Touching a baby bird will make its mother abandon it. This one is just dumb. Most birds have a poor sense of smell, so they won't reject their baby just because they have a human scent on them. So if you find a baby bird out of its nest, don't hesitate to help it out. You could have saved that bird when you were little, but you didn't. You let it die. You're a bad person. Myth number 5. Sharks can smell a single drop of blood miles away. While sharks do have an excellent sense of smell, they can't detect a drop of blood from miles away. It's more like a few hundred yards. Still impressive, but not as sensational as the myth suggests. By the way, Mark Rober got a really good video on this. Really recommend watching it after. Link in description. Also, while you're down there, subscribe. Myth number 6. Camels store water in their humps. Well, not exactly. Camels' humps are actually reservoirs for storing fat, not water. This fat gets converted into energy, keeping the camels hydrated during long journeys in the desert. Myth number 7. Goldfish have a 3-second memory. Well, that's just unfair to our little aquatic friends. Whoever came up with this really hates fish. Goldfish have a memory span of at least 3 months. They can even be trained to perform tricks. So let's give the goldfish the credit they deserve. Myth number 8. Wolves are bloodthirsty beasts. But that's not true at all. Wolves are actually social enemies with a strong sense of family. They work together in packs to hunt and survive. They're not mindless killers, but rather highly intelligent and cooperative creatures. If you ever come across a wolf on its own, it will most likely not attack. It'll probably just move away from you. So give it some space. Myth number 9. Chameleons change color to blend in with their surroundings. While camouflage is one of the reasons they change colors, chameleons also do it to communicate their emotions, regulate body temperature, and attract mates. They're like living mood rings, which in my opinion is way cooler than just camouflage. And finally, myth number 10. Elephants are afraid of mice. Now this myth has been around for ages, but it's time to set the record straight. Elephants are not scared of mice at all. In fact, their size and strength would easily intimidate a tiny mouse, and they know that. I don't know where this one came from, but let's give elephants the credit they deserve for being magnificent creatures, and not being scared by a tiny mouse. Put any more animal myths you know of in the comments, and I'm sorry for shattering your worldview, but if you thought even one of these was true, you owe me a subscribe. I'm sorry, it's just the law. I can't change that.